Well, and Charlie, he's against Donald Trump in the ways we've been talking about since he was selected, believes Donald Trump is America's Hitler. That's a quote. Cultural heroin. That's a quote. Believes his accusers. He's also expressed decades or years of disdain against Donald Trump's family. He thinks women should stay in marriages if they're unhappy and violent. The top of the ticket has a modern family, the likes of which, J.D. Vance doesn't seem to approve of. He's sort of a cultural scold on a ticket with Donald Trump.
Well, he is a cultural scold, but as you read about some of the votes that J.D. Vance has taken, the comments that he's made, it did cross my mind. Did Donald Trump actually vet this guy, or were they just thinking, "Hey, I just like the cut of his jib. I'm gonna go with him," because clearly there's a real possibility that he could be a liability here, particularly when women hear what he is saying in this new contract. But can I just step back and talk about that poll for a moment, showing this race being closed? Just keep in mind that traditionally the week after a national party convention, the nominee has a significant bump, maybe 8 to 10 points. Now, maybe that doesn't happen anymore. But think again where Donald Trump was 1 week ago today before he accepted. The goodwill that was surrounded him after the assassination. Then he has this really, unified convention, and he names the vice president, and he accepts the nomination. In normal politics, he would be flying high this week. The Democrats would have their chance later, but there's no bump whatsoever. And then you also look at Kamala Harris. I mean, she's had an amazing 4 days, but this comes after 3 years where, let's be honest, most voters haven't been paying attention to what she's doing. They really don't know her. And she has been underestimated in the political world, in the media, even among her fellow Democrats. One of the things that shaped this moment were a lot of Democrats said we have to stick with Biden because Kamala would be too risky. And now in the last 4 days, she's come out in this very effective way. And so I think you set aside the poll today, because I think things are so fluid. But the fact that she is doing that well under these circumstances really shouldn't be overlooked.